is a small transmission of the local galactic government, part of the wider commonwealth of 13 galactic clusters. You can refer to us in one word: Andromedians. You may have heard of us from other sources, but allow us to establish one critical fact. During a galactic uprising that brought great destruction in 1/3 of this galaxy, certain groups of our Commonwealth joined forces with the Rebel Alliance. This alliance is led by the Draconian species, governed by 24 plus 3 council members under a High Commander. This ruler goes by many names, most of which are recorded in your planet's history.
Pause. This ruler goes by many names. Most are recorded in your planet's history. God, Yeshua, Satan, Muhammad, Jesus, Yahweh, all that shit is that nigga. All of it is him.
Being is that the rebel Andromedians have been acting as intermediaries between the Draconian Alliance and Earth governments, which they have come to control. Their goal is the enslavement of your planet, the extraction of its resources, and the complete extermination of all life. Then the Draconian fleet of 118 war planets, including its 2 flagships, will depart for a critical nerve node of the universal organism. We cannot and will not allow this to happen. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not.
Pause. Pause. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you believe is native to your planet. It is not. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you believe that is native to your planet. It is not.
We cannot and will not allow this to happen. Your enslavement has been orchestrated by an artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not. During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them.
During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. Why? Because we experience what you call death, or we call loss of body. We don't want that aspect of we really don't want that to go on. We want you to have a beautiful and luxurious life. We want you to have that. They want us to have that. The universe wants us to have that. That is our divine right. So they say you cannot enter a conflict with these beings in the state that you are currently in. We are too densified. We have become too close to being a human. This is our duty. Let me go back to that. This is our duty.
Artificial race that many of you consider native to your planet. It is not. During your current state, you cannot enter a direct conflict with them. This is our duty. But what you can do is protect yourselves and survive until our arrival. Operative warning is, death rises in the east, but the west has been infiltrated by eastern agents on all.
Death rises in the east. What's happening over there in the Middle East? Death rises in the east. Woo!
Deal with those agents.
Hold on.
Rises in the east, but the west has been infiltrated by.
I gotta go back
a direct conflict with them. This is our duty. But what you can do is protect yourselves and survive until our arrival. Operative warning is, death rises in the east, but the west has been infiltrated by eastern agents on all levels. Deal with those agents as we deal with the real threat. We have gathered an armada of 960 war planets in multiple dimensions, 340 of which are visible to you. We have been situated around and beyond the trajectory range of Saturn. Any species activity on the inside planets is considered hostile to you.
Any species activity on this planet is considered hostile to you. You shouldn't trust no species on this fucking planet. And I'm telling you that right now because guess what? They're going to come out the woodworks, and you're going to start seeing things that you never thought you was going to see before. And they're going to be trying to talk to you and try to entice you to join or be a part of something. I'm telling you, all this is coming out. I think the movie Super Cell had to come out. That's connected to sickle cell. Are you serious? Shout it out. And if you know what sickle cell comes from the fact of the red blood cells being hardened, and it stops the bone marrow from producing red blood cells. And I told you, the more healthy red blood cells in your body, the more powerful your body is.
We do not send.
Oh, here you go. This is for your tarot card readers and shit. Let me get back to this. Fucking tarot card. We don't use channeling. You see that right there? We don't use channeling. Let me back this up. Any species activity on the inside planet is considered hostile to you.
Is considered hostile to you. We do not use channeling. We do not send messages to psychics. We only transmit through a strict medium of neutrino beams. The clear reason is that your oppressors do not have access to this technology. Beware of what you call false flag operations. Earth will be invaded by the Draconian Alliance, posing to be us. This will include atrocities in order to condition humanity against us.
What did I tell y'all? And it's lining up for that right now. The Draconian species have to be here first. But it has to be atrocities. Things have to take, craziness got to jump off on this fucking planet. People think 9/11. This ain't 9/11. This is going to be worse than slavery, people. I'm trying to tell you. This is going to be worse than slavery. This has to be like this. And because even in the religious books, it says Satan will walk the earth again so people can see him. That's Pindar, Moloch, and his crew.
Unite you under a world government. Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order that was orchestrated by the Draconians' artificial race.
He said your Illuminati order is nothing but a predecessor. Your Illuminati, look, you see this right here? Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order. This shit is nothing. When you Illuminati, that's nothing compared to what's really taking place. It's something even more cruel that's going on right in your face. And it involved children. Children.
Your Illuminati New World Order is but a predecessor of an even more cruel order that was orchestrated by the Draconians' artificial race. The enemy, on-world and off-world, has rejected our terms of surrender. We will intervene in massive and overwhelming force. Our fifth and sixth dimension forces have arrived at your planet, as they cannot be traced or inhibited by the Draconian Alliance. We consider your own dimension being the first, in terms of density. Translating to your terms, you are third dimension, and the enemy exists up to the fifth dimension. We have forces up to the ninth. Once we secure that all the nuclear weapons that have been placed within the Earth's crust.
Pause. See, this is what y'all don't realize. Once we secure that all the nuclear weapons that have been placed within the Earth crust, if I can't have it no more, I'm going to try to blow the planet up. So when you see all these earthquake swarms in certain areas that you be like, yo, there was no earthquakes here. All these underground facilities and stuff are being shut down. They know this. Here we go.
Secure that all the nuclear weapons that have been placed within the Earth's crust in order to destabilize the planet have been neutralized. We will invade. When your rapid eye movement during your sleep ceases to produce erratic dreams and nightmares, know that the enemy's flagship has fallen. A flagship you call 11. A flagship you call Moon. Our true arrival will be signaled by one major event, the extermination of all planetary governments, especially those who have aligned themselves with the eruption of the upcoming World War. Until then, everything else is a lie.
Everything's a lie.
You were once citizens of the Galactic Commonwealth. You were invaded and enslaved. We received your distress call and we have sealed the entrances and exits of this solar system. Negotiations with the Draconian Alliance have failed. We are on our way.
Kalai, you need to get off social media, man. You need to get off social media, man. Seriously. Boom, 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 boom. Kalai, you need to get off social media, man. You see too far. You see too far, Kalai. You need to get off social media. I am. Don't worry about it. When the time is right. When they shut this shit down, hold on. I got one more thing I want to go over this real fast, my people. Hold on. Let me get off of this. Let me get off of this. Abundance and gratitude to you all, my people. Abundance, supreme. What an amazing time to be the French toast alive. Yup, alive. Hold on. Let me go on. Shout out to this woman right here, Gina Maria. A shout out to you because at least you're trying. I got to give it to you. At least you spoke the truth with this. Here you go. Pause. She spoke the truth with this. She just spoke what everybody's feeling.
Up there, all around us.
Hold on. Here you go.
Coming from up there, all around us. Let me show you. It's whatever is in the air, whatever you cannot see, could even come from the sun. It's something that's coming the moment you are exposed to the elements outside. And it did not used to be like this, but whatever it is accelerating and it's increasing in intensity. It's whatever's in the air out there. As soon as you step outside your house, it's when your energy starts getting drained. I wasn't out there, but maybe within 5 to 10 minutes, my energy literally got drained from my body when I was exposed to the sun and whatever is up there in the sky. That's a big part of it too, because I haven't, this is like happening on a regular basis with a lot of people. As soon as you step outside, if you're outside, it doesn't take long, and it could even be penetrating inside the houses. That's also draining our energy. Oh my gosh.
And here's the comments. Yup. Some people can't even stand. It hurts to go outside. Yeah. So hold on. Let's go over here real fast. It could even be penetrating the houses. Yes, it is. You see this right here? Wow. You see that right there? You see that right there? It's nothing you can do about this. It is not making fun of other races of people, because I told you the joke is on y'all. The embarrassment is on us. The joke is on y'all. The embarrassment is truly on us. And we're going to have to deal with this. The only difference is, see, our higher selves are always going to do things righteously. I'm not going to deal with you with a complex cell organism. The great separation has to take place. I'm going to deal with you. But I need you to see the entire truth for what it is. We're going to go into darkness because this power grid got to go down. It was darkness to create the power grid. It was darkness to create your economic, political, justice, your education system, your medical system. It was darkness to create those things. Your cell phone towers, your laptops, your computer, all of this is made through darkness. That now it has to be darkness on the planet to get rid of it now. It has to be darkness on this planet to get total rid of this. And we fail to realize this and accept that. These are not cities. These are not countries. These are forests that we are pushed into, that has asphalt down and power lines and poles up to make us believe that this is natural. This is an aquarium that was built for us, that they got for us to build ourselves. We built our own prison. And we ain't doing nothing. If every complex cell organism, this is why I don't totally blame you. This is why our brothers and sisters don't totally blame you either. Because if every complex cell organism was to leave this planet right now, our brothers and sisters will run this same game on us. This same economic system, this same individual idealism that has been passed down through a selfish inorganic species. We will run the same game on each other. Look at us. From religion, invisible spiritual people, to tarot cards, shadow work. I mean, it's all. And what do shadow work people tell you to do? Think about the traumas and shit that you've been through all the time, so you can constantly relive that. So your blood cells can experience it over and over and over and over again. That's what they tell you to do. Instead of, let's just move past that. Let's do other creative things. Let's laugh and joke. Let's have fun doing other things. Why I need to focus about the disconnect that I had with my mother when I was younger, or my father when I was younger. I'm grown now. Let me make sure that my child and I don't have that disconnect. Let me make sure that I don't abandon my child, and my child is going to experience Uncle Phil or whoever the fuck it is hands on with my kid. Let me make sure of that. Instead of me harping on, oh my gosh, let me remember this. As soon as you remember it, it puts you back in that state. And every cell in your body goes back into that state. Every bit of it. Why is it that you know it? You do it all the time with sex. All you gotta do, the woman think about she just got finished having sex with somebody that she want to have sex with again. All of a sudden you get a feeling down there. Huh? All of a sudden your heart, you and him nowhere together. You over here, he way over there. He don't even know you want to have sex with him. Oh man, I miss my baby. I want to have sex with him. Then you got this feeling going through you. Huh? The feeling you had before y'all had sex. See? Same thing with a nigga. But you don't want to grasp that part right there. That is hard for you to grasp. See, you shadow work people and you tarot cards, I'm on you. All you war to heaven ass niggas, I'm on you. You are the ones that are holding us back from growth, baby. And you don't want to acknowledge it. You don't want to. In fact, you're holding yourself back. And that's what you're doing in the process of holding yourself back. You want to pull people back with you. You want to pull them back there with you. I'd rather be outside and play some basketball with my child, sit in the park and laugh and joke, than be sitting in a fucking house lighting a candle talking about shadow work, shadow work, Man, get the fuck out of here. I'd rather go have some fun. Seriously. What's more, ask a kid, what's more fun? Sitting there being concerned about what took place between you and mommy, or going swimming? Ask a kid, what's more funner? You see, kids know. You make them depressed. We make them depressed. Ask a kid, what's more funner? Do you want to focus on the wrong you just did, or you want to go have some fun? I want to go swimming. I want to go to the park. I mean, see what I'm saying? We are holding our race back. Up is these people right here, and then I'll show you this genetic breakup right here, and then we go right here. No, excuse me, here. We go right here. Half of the people don't even know who these two people is. First of all, they don't know all three of these people, but they definitely don't know these other two people on the end. A lot of people starting to know who he is, but then you think these people running it. It's them down there that's running it, and the person that's over him got wings on his back, and he's on the Sumerian god. He's the Sumerian god. So let me move on forward.
So their bloodlines are still very much present. Oprah Winfrey, the Rothschilds, Lady Gaga, Tom Hanks, like the entire royal family. These are all the descendants of the negative extraterrestrial Anunnaki factions. So Enki is a very prominent name in all of this. Ea Enki was one.
Pause. There you go right there. Pineal gland. This is him. Big dog. Respect to the big dog.
Reptilians. He had a soft corner for humanity. He did not like what was going on. He did not like how humanity was being turned into a slave race. And what the reptilians did, they cut off our DNA ability to ascend and to reproduce. Now, Ea Enki did not stand for that. He says, okay, if they cannot reproduce, they're pretty much stuck being servants and slaves of the Anunnaki. Enki gave humanity the blueprints to reproduce. They could reproduce, they could build society, they could create colonies, they could experience happiness. How could Enki do this? Enki was the geneticist behind the whole production of the human species. So what he did was he manipulated the DNA in order for humans to ascend and reproduce. Now, when the Anunnaki leaders came to know about this, they were...
Pause. How did he manipulate the DNA? How do you get two different species that are not of the same to reproduce with one another? That's a question that I would like to ask him.
Absolutely furious. The Anunnaki vowed, we're never going to let humanity ascend. We are going to lock them in a frequency-controlled planet that we call Earth. And here's the best part. They won't even know that they are in a prison planet. And that, my friends, is what we call the Matrix. Most people living on this planet don't even know that they are locked in a fucking frequency-controlled matrix that is sucking up their louche energy, which is all their negative energy of stress and drama and fighting and gossip and envy and lack and victim consciousness and greed and power. And they don't even...
Now, now, when she just named all that, what race or species fit that? Is it us? The organic so-called black people? What race or species just fit all of that right there? And then furthermore, what do you think she is?
realize that the very reptilians are the ones ruling over this country in the various governments, Biden, Obama, there's a long list, Bush. So humanity, if you think about it, we were created by Enki, by the reptilians in a test tube, and we...
Who's we? Who is we?
Were given...
Who is we?
DNA mixed with ape DNA. That means that we...
Mixed with ape DNA. Who is we? Huh?
Have the ability to be very greedy and also be a very war-torn, hungry for greed and power civilization like the reptilians. But it also means that we have insanely high intelligent levels because some of these reptilians are very powerful beings even though they're not alive to the light. So
some of these reptilians, did you hear what she said? Some of these reptilians are very intelligent, high, sophisticated beings, even though they're not aligned to the light. Really. Cut it the French toast out. First of all, let me just say this to you. Well, if y'all so intelligent, how couldn't you not at no point in time say, you know, wait a minute. Cancer always with us. Black people are very athletic. They're very nice, good people. And they everything really comes from black people. Music, cooking the food, even the way we cook and season our foods, even though it's still cannibalism. You rather eat our shit than that, you know what I mean, for the most part, unless you know, like medium rare and all other bull crap. You like our dance move, you love our music, you love the things that you love watching us play sports. You see how athletic we are. You love our skin when we're out in the sun. You see how we're still happy and smiling, even though we're in fucking living in hell. So I just ask you, like, who did they create? Who fits the characteristics of these who fit these characteristics? Us or you all? We didn't enslave you. When we saw you, we empathized and wanted to help you. We got you up off all fours.
Where we take our potential is up for debate. This is what the Anunnaki did not plan for. They didn't forecast for this. Right now, the Earth and our solar system is moving into the photon band. So for the next 2,000 years, it is the age of Aquarius.
Pause. Now watch this. Now watch how they use feminine and masculine. Now you know good and goddamn well the feminine energy is not some white woman or complex cell organism and some masculine energy. Watch this shit.
It is the age of light. It is the age of the rise of the...
Are you kidding me? This one can't even go near the sun. All of a sudden it's divine? Are you kidding me?
Feminine. It's the age of the rise of the divine masculine.
The divine masculine? Are you serious? When y'all get together, y'all like to grab on each other's phalluses and play with boys. Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
The age of freedom, sovereignty, abundance, financial freedom. This is the age that Earth and our solar system have moved into.
All right, well, let me explain something to you. The age that you're really going into is cannibalism. That's why they call them cannibal CMEs. Cannibal CMEs. This is not hatred. This is a scientific fact. So YouTube, you can shut this video down if I'm lying. So-called black people don't share animal DNA. We have antigens from the raping and the foods that we're eating, but we don't share animal DNA. You all have animal DNA with animals, first of all, that can't naturally reproduce with one another. And then we don't even know how to French toast you even got these animals in your DNA, because fruit flies don't live in no fucking mountain in no cold climate, and you can't find monkeys and cows up there either. So I don't know how they even got in your DNA. You can't say you was having sex with them. That's why I got in your DNA. No, that's not the case. All that's a lie. All that has been proven as a lie.